Okay, for this segment, I'm going to continue with the ground foam. This time adding some greenery, some grass, and I'm going to start out with some fine turf burnt grass as the bottom layer, or the layer just on top of the dirt. And then on top of that, I'll layer in some areas of green grass, and then some thicker coarse turf, and then clump foliage, and so on and so forth. And what I do is, once the dirt is bonded well, which it is to the point where I can pass my hand and nothing's coming off, I went ahead and vacuumed any excess that I had. Now it's just a matter of, as you've probably seen, getting your shaker and just shake it in some areas, just like that. And you want some of the bottom, or the dirt, the brown dirt, to show through, because like Big E 61 said, you don't want a lawn. You want to have this look as realistic as possible. And as you can see in some of these cuts or small valleys, I'll have some of even up to the beige sandy paint in the bottom showing through, and then you can see the brown dirt, and then the lighter green grass growing on top of it, which makes it look much more realistic. So also do it in sections, and I think I have this part of it covered pretty well. Now at this point, do not use alcohol anymore. I just use water and a little bit of dishwashing soap. And I mean, there's nothing new here. All this has been published in books and on the internet. Just want to make sure that it's well soaked. The reason I do not use alcohol at this point is, even though alcohol is a better you say catalyst, or it helps the glue penetrate easier, it will also take away the paint off of the rocks. So just water and soap will do, and make sure that it's real wet. You want to get it as wet as possible. Okay, so once you have the grass as thick as you'd like it, start from the back and just start layering in the mixture of white glue and water. Now remember, as long as you keep this glue off of your rock face, you shouldn't have any problems. If you get close to your rocks, go ahead and use the Woodland Scenics scenic cement, as that will not give a shine once it dries. This Elmer's glue will give a slight shine, and you don't want that on your rocks. Go ahead and just make sure everything is well saturated with the white glue and water, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now I've put in some of the burnt grass, which when wet blends in with the dirt, but when it dries up, it will lighten up to this color. I've also started with the medium green coarse turf. See it there. Okay, so here we have the top section of the mountain with the second and third layer of ground foam. And what the effect I tried to get was to have the heavier grass grow on the horizontal side, more on the horizontal side of the mountain than on the vertical side, even though some grass will catch on the vertical side. And on these cuts or small ravines, you can see where some of the rock is exposed on top of the thicker rock, and then you have grass patches growing wherever the water would channel through. Just to try to get a more realistic effect. I think it looks good. Give me your opinions on it. And I still have to do the bottom section.